kind of wet, isn't it? No, it's okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2021 commencement exercises of Southmore High School. The graduating class of 2021 would like to thank each of you for coming this evening and choosing to be a part of this important milestone in our lives. We realize that without your caring support, we would not be standing before you this evening, able to share with you the celebration of our accomplishments. Thank you for helping us in the pursuit of our dreams. Now please, stand for the national anthem sung by Elena, Bryson, and Eva Rose.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good job, girls.
Thank you. You may be seated.
It is now our privilege to introduce our special guest this evening. Please hold your applause until all board members have been introduced. From the Moore Public Schools Board of Education, Allison Ritchie, President. Stacy Pruitt, Vice President. Mandy Kincannon, Member. Aaron Morrison, Member. And Jenny Statler, Member.
From the Moore Public Schools Administration. Again, please hold your applause until all administrators have been introduced. Dr. Robert Romine, Superintendent. Johnny Bailey, Assistant Superintendent of Personnel. Will the rest of the upper administration please stand and be recognized?
And now it is my pleasure to introduce the Southmore High School Administration. Danny Reed, Principal. Chelsea Conley, Senior Principal. Greg Oliver, Junior Principal. Penny Clark, Sophomore Principal. Wendy Toscani, Freshman Principal. And Hart Brown, Principal of Vista Academy. Additionally, we wish to thank Capitol Hill Florists for providing the greenery and flowers that decorate our stage this evening.
Now we would like to recognize our senior counselors who will be announcing the names of the graduates as they cross the stage this evening. Miss Riza Demeter and Mr. Lance Chapman. Additionally, we would like to show our gratitude and appreciation for our junior escorts. Without their service, our graduation ceremony would not have the dignity and formality that this ceremony deserves. Junior escorts, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. At this time, we are going to present the annual Mr. and Miss Southmore High Award. The award of Mr. and Miss Southmore High is the highest honor that a student may receive at Southmore. This is a distinguished honor, and it shows the respect and admiration that these seniors have obtained from the entire Southmore community.
Students, please stand as your name is read. The finalists for Mr. Southmore High are Yabsira Folsom, Joel Haynes, Jackson Lehue, Neal Patel, and Caleb Wells.
The finalists for Miss Southmore High are Megan Brewer, Daisy Borgia, Emma Hayes, Abriel Pham, and Jessie Tran. Please give a round of applause for all of our Mr. and Miss Southmore High finalists. They all represent the finest qualities of being a Southmore Sabercat.
And now for the winners of the 2021 Mr. and Miss Southmore High are Mr. Neal Patel and Miss Daisy Borgia. Grab that trophy, come here. Daisy, come here.
Finally, there's a very special group of students on stage tonight. These 4 young people have persevered through many challenges this year to make the class of 2021 so special and memorable. We have a small gift we'd like to present to them to show our appreciation for all their hard work and amazing attitudes. Yeah. Please welcome your senior class officers. Olivia Thompson, reporter. Daisy Borgia, secretary. Savannah Brewer, Vice President, and Neal Patel, President.
Neal.
Good evening, family members, faculty, staff, and my fellow classmates. For those who don't know me, my name is Neal, and we went to school together. First off, I would like to thank everyone that helped us get to this point, including family members and faculty. We've all waited for this moment our whole lives, and now that we're here, it feels like a dream. All those nights of burning the midnight oil and doing homework or studying for a test the next day have finally paid off. As we share this moment together, I realize how quickly these past 4 years went, and it feels as if we're finishing the last episode of a TV show. Speaking of our high school experience, let's take a look back. Throughout these past 4 years, we've learned a lot. We learned that high school is nothing like High School Musical, which is probably a good thing because I don't know how to dance. We also learned from the best. We learned from Miss Hurt that if we have any questions in life, just ask. We learned from Mr. McConville that we should always set goals for ourselves. And we also learned that you shouldn't play dodgeball against Mr. Reed unless you want a concussion. We also learned that Mr. Toomey is always down to play hacky sack and ultimate frisbee, while also learning about Mrs. Eckerd's amazing driving. Together, we haven't just learned a lot from our classes, but we've also learned a lot from our friends and teachers in the form of life lessons and advice. And I know that we will continue to learn much more past high school. The class of 2021 is arguably one of the greatest, if not the greatest, classes to walk through Southmore's doors. We have exceeded everyone's expectations, or in other words, proved the haters wrong with our accomplishments. With softball winning the state championship, pom and cheer winning nationals, and students going on to continue their athletic and academic careers, our class has shown commitment and dedication to their respective sports. With some of our classmates starting their own businesses, our class has shown gumption and initiative. With students planning on attending amazing colleges such as UCO, OU, University of Arkansas, OSU, SWASU, Newman, and many more, our class has shown academic excellence and intelligence. Oh, and our class also accomplished all of that while also receiving more than $5 million worth of scholarships. I'm confident that our class will impact the world and make it a better place, whether it be through finding a cure for a disease, creating something that improves people's lives, or creating something people. Some of our classmates may go on to build the next Fortune 500 company. Some may go on to become doctors. Some may go on to play sports professionally, and some may go on to dedicate their lives to helping those in need. No matter what careers we pursue, I know that each and every one of us will be successful at it, no matter the speed bumps. Get it? Anyone? No? Okay. That face us, and that we'll never settle for anything other than perfection in whatever we do. Without the support of our parents, family, and friends, none of us would be here today. The sacrifices that my parents, Brad and Saroj Patel, have made for me will always be an inspiration for me. Whether it be my brother Ravi pushing me to always do better, Justin Lim, the valedictorian at Westmore, helping me through the pre-engineering class, going to Krispy Kreme with Dean Nguyen, Jason Lamb, Calvin Lee, Nathan Nguyen, Brian Tran, and Cedric Nguyen, or going to Ted's with Bergen Bailey. I wouldn't be here today without my support system. Also, without the dedication of the teachers, we would not be here today. The teachers of Southmore High School are some of the kindest and most committed people. They constantly encourage collaboration between the students and are always understanding. We also shouldn't forget our elementary and junior high teachers. I know I wouldn't be where I'm at today without Mrs. Etzcord, Ms. McNear, Mrs. McMurtry, Mr. Sandoval, and Ms. Dudley, now known as Mrs. Chalice. The time we spent together at Southmore is what differentiates us from the rest of the world. Our memories hold on to these times and remind us of all the moments we spent together as a class. I could give you all some words of wisdom or advice, but we're all in the same boat together. So there really isn't anything new I can tell you. But I can remind you of a few lessons that we've learned along the way. Time is the one thing money can't buy, so spend it wisely. And the journey is what helps you savor the destination. The first graduating class of Southmore left us a foundation to build upon, and as the years went by, layers of bricks were added to that foundation. Well, graduates, our time has now come to add another layer of bricks and leave a legacy for the rest of the world to see. Before we step out into the world, I want you all to close your eyes and go back to your freshman year. Go back to that first assembly. Go back to those wins. Go back to those losses. Remember the friends you lost. Remember the friends you made. Remember those Friday night football games. And remember the weekends you spent with your friends. Graduates, this may be the last time you see some of your classmates. So savor this moment and embrace it. Lastly, I hope you all enjoyed this ride, because we will never be high school students again. Thank you.
Graduates, you were the 13th graduating class of Southmore High School. The Sabercat tradition has continued with you. It has been my honor to be your senior class principal this year, and what a year it has been. While this year has looked much different for most of us, I'm proud of the students you have become and what you have accomplished during your time at Southmore. We are excited to see what the future holds for each and every one of you. Many students throughout the year have been recognized for a variety of reasons. Graduation is intended to honor and celebrate the academic accomplishments of this year's senior class. You, the graduating class of 2021, deserve to be recognized for achieving this lifelong goal. Now, I would like to recognize a group of individuals who have gone above and beyond the established criteria. The honor graduates of Southmore High School have done so by maintaining a 4-year grade point average of 4.0 or above and are wearing gold robes tonight. Honor graduates, please stand and receive recognition for your academic accomplishments by a round of applause. Thank you. You can be seated. The next two graduates I would like to introduce sitting on the stage are wearing white robes. They are representing Southmore as accomplishing some of the highest academic honors that students may receive while attending high school. First, I would like Neal Patel to please stand. Please join me in congratulating Neal for being Southmore High School's 2021 salutatorian. A salutatorian is the student in our graduating class that received the second highest cumulative grade point average. Congratulations, Neal. Next, I would like Emma Hayes to please stand. Not only is Emma representing the class of 2021 as valedictorian, but she has also been recognized as one of the top 100 students in the state of Oklahoma as an academic all-state recipient, in addition to many other prestigious academic accolades. Congratulations, Emma, on your accomplishments. At this time, please welcome Miss Emma Hayes, our valedictorian for the class of 2021.
Good evening. It is such an incredible honor to speak in front of all of you tonight. At the beginning of the year, I was worried that we may not be able to have a normal graduation due to COVID-19. So seeing all of my fellow graduates here today makes me happy beyond words. Before I get started, graduates, I think it is important that we highlight the people who helped us get here. Let us give one more round of applause to the family members, friends, teachers, and administrators who have impacted us throughout our lives so far and who will continue to do so moving forward. The struggles we have persevered through to get here tonight are numerous, and I would like to congratulate all of you for the courage, strength, and compassion you have shown to make it to this point. The book of life is long and complex, but one thing is for sure. The chapter titled Grade School is in its final paragraph, and it ends with graduation. Tonight is a special night. It marks the end of a chapter, but it also signifies the beginning of a new one. In that new chapter, we will all begin on different paths through life and come across countless unique opportunities. Despite the differences in the roads we are about to travel, there are also similarities. No matter what we decide to do or pursue in life, there will always be adversity. Challenges will arise in places where we do not expect them to, but so will beautiful emotions like love and joy. Many of you probably do not know this about me, but the summer before our junior year, I found out that I had a tumor in the pituitary gland at the base of my brain. This was incredibly difficult for me, both mentally and physically. While benign, the tumor was still very serious, and I had to miss a lot of school for doctor's appointments. The medication I was on gave me intense headaches and dizziness, and made focusing on school very difficult at times. I am telling my story not to invoke pity, but to share with you how I made it through my junior year and eventually to this stage. Throughout every bad day and every long night, my family rallied around me and supported me. My parents made sure that in my studies and activities, I did not push myself past my limit. My siblings made me laugh and helped me stay positive. My grandparents were prayer warriors day in and day out. My family was my rock. When school started, my teachers and I built genuine relationships, and I learned to communicate with them. They were flexible, loving, and compassionate. My friends took care of me and explained schoolwork to me after I had missed school. They loved on me, and I gained a newfound appreciation for the amazing people in the class of 2021. Most importantly, God provided for me, and I found strength and motivation in His love. While I have worked incredibly hard to accomplish my goals, I would not be here today if it were not for these amazing people in my life. You see, we cannot make it through anything on our own. No one is rich enough, smart enough, or strong enough to defeat adversity in a one-on-one matchup. It takes a team. This concept applies to every single part of our lives. Teamwork really does make the dream work. Surrounding yourself with people who will lift you up and encourage you is the best way to prepare for challenges in your future. The other main lesson high school taught me is that love is powerful. No, not the love you felt when you dated that one kid for a week during freshman year, but the love that stems from empathy and compassion. Our world will never become a safer and happier place if we do not have deep and serious compassion for the people around us. I would say that the class of 2021 has quite a bit of compassion already. During freshman year, on the third day of school, I tripped up the stairs, ran into the wall behind the landing, and then fell on my back. My backpack was so heavy that I was stuck like a little turtle. 2 upperclassmen walked past me and never said a word. This year, as a senior, I tripped up the stairs again and fell on my face. Two guys from my class were behind me and stopped to make sure I was okay. This story is probably not the greatest example, but seriously, the way we have stuck up for and loved one another throughout our school careers has been incredible. Uniting against COVID and walking across this stage today is a great example of that. In closing, I want you to remember that there is always hope. Too many young people these days are giving up and losing battles with depression and anxiety. I do not want that to be any of you. Do not be afraid to talk to other people about your struggles. And while opening up is difficult, know that it will help you in the long run. Nothing is ever as bad as it seems when it is trapped inside of your head, and no horrible thing will ever last forever. This past summer, I went back to MD Anderson in Houston and had another MRI on my brain. When the results came back, the doctor said that my brain tumor was practically gone and was so small it could no longer be classified as a tumor. While there are still a few issues with my body that medication is trying to resolve, I am on the road to a full recovery. Let my story be an example to you that no matter how big something seems, you can get through it. When you do get through the challenge you face, because you will, share your story. Stories are powerful. They inspire and create joy. At the end of your lifetime, the chapters in your story will speak of your legacy, and your legacy will live on forever. Thank you and good night.
Now, please direct your attention to the large video screen for a special senior video presentation. If you are streaming this at home, please be aware that due to copyright regulations, the music will be muted. Thank you.
to begin by first recognizing the parents and families of our seniors. Thank you, parents, for all your efforts and the time invested in helping these students to reach their potential. Would all parents and guardians please stand at this time while we applaud and honor you for your role in helping our seniors get here today. The next honored group has had a profound impact and positive influence on our senior students. This particular group is truly outstanding. Their contributions have been very powerful and meaningful and will be remembered for years to come. Would the faculty and administrative staff of Southmore High School please stand and be recognized? At this time, I'd like to recognize a few of the many achievements of this year's graduating class. The class of 2021 has excelled in the areas of academics, athletics, band and music, fine arts, FFA, and student leadership. This class has proudly represented Southmore and built upon a tradition of excellence. We are proud to announce that over 90% of our graduating seniors will continue their education beyond high school. Our students have received numerous scholarships totaling over $5 million for academic excellence, fine arts, performing arts, leadership, citizenship, and athletics. Here are some of the many individual and team honors bestowed upon Southmore seniors. 12 Southmore seniors were named as Oklahoma Academic Scholars. 1 Southmore senior was given the Academic All-State Award. 6 senior students received the SaberCat Scholar Medallion for scoring 30 or higher on the ACT. Their names will be listed along with previous recipients in a special area of Southmore called Honors Hall. Southmore had a very successful More Love campaign this year. Our leadership students solicited almost $26,000 in donations from businesses in the area, and combined with activities and fundraisers at school, Southmore High School students, faculty, and staff raised $34,483.48 for the Regional Food Bank Backpack for Kids program and the Moore Firefighter Santa Express. Not only was Southmore the top fundraising high school, we were the top fundraising school out of all Moore schools. It was amazing to see how our student body and faculty stepped up to donate and support these 2 nonprofits. This year, National Honor Society served over 3,000 volunteer hours in the school and community, and over 100 gift cards, appreciation banners, and treats were collected and donated to frontline workers in the ER at both Integris Baptist and Norman Regional Moore hospitals. Additionally, over 50 packed boxes of goods were donated for holiday surprises, 4 picnic tables donated to the Southmore campus, 300 flower bulbs planted for campus beautification, and $3,000 in scholarships were awarded. The Moore FFA chapter had the state champion home site team in 2020-2021. 4 Southmore students received scholarships for their participation in FFA. 3 seniors in the theater department earned Superior for their individual events at State Thespian Festival and qualified for International Thespian Festival. Additionally, senior students earned All-Star cast member awards for their performances in The Girl in the White Pinafore at Tulsa Union State One-Act Competition. Also, Southmore Theater finished first at the State One-Act Competition, earning Outstanding Ensemble and Outstanding Costume honors, as well as the Charity Award. For yearbook this year, a Southmore senior received honorable mention in Jostin's National Photo Contest for her yearbook photo of the Seussical musical. And a Southmore senior yearbook cover was recognized for its design in Jostin's National Yearbook Design Contest. Both of these will be featured in the 2022 National Lookbook for Jostin's. 2 Southmore choir seniors were awarded all-state honors, with 1 receiving superior rankings. The Southmore Band program had another outstanding year. The marching band presented their field show entitled As the Dust Settles and earned their 13th consecutive superior rating at the OSSA Regional Marching Contest. Our 3 concert bands and 3 jazz bands performed both virtually and in person some of the more musical and well-crafted performances in our history. Our Southmore Winter Guard had another fantastic year, performing their production entitled The Show Must Go On, earning promotion to the extremely prestigious Open classification. Our indoor percussion ensemble were again named state champions for the third time in our history for their performance of The Relic. Congratulations to these students for another year of being an awesome ambassador for Southmore High School. Southmore Athletics completed another very successful year. Fast pitch softball won the Fall 6A Fast Pitch State Championship. Cross country boys qualified for state as a team. Football qualified for the state playoffs. Swimming had state placers in 2 events. Wrestling had 7 state qualifiers. Golf had 3 state qualifiers. Track qualified 15 individuals with 8 placers, with the state champion in girls 100 meter and 200 meter, with an individual state record in the 100 meter. Additionally, the track team won the 4x400 relay, and we had an individual state championship in the long jump. Boys and girls soccer qualified for the state tournament. Slow pitch softball earned another berth in the state tournament. This year, Southmore Cheer won the school's first ever national championship. Southmore Cheer also had a senior all-stater. Southmore Palm had the following achievements: state champion, 6A hip hop, state runner-up, 6A jazz, national champion hip hop, national champion jazz, and grand national champion overall. Southmore Palm also had 6 NDA All-American, 3 OSD TDA All-Region and All-Staters, and finally, in athletics, a very impressive 24 college athletic scholarships were awarded this year. Thank you, Southmore seniors, for your hard work and dedication. You have achieved many great things as students at Southmore High School, and your accomplishments will be remembered for years. It should be obvious that the class of 2021, has demonstrated the skills necessary to be lifelong learners and productive citizens in our society. In a few minutes, each member of this class will have his or her name read as they cross the stage. Please give these young people the respect they deserve for their accomplishments by remaining silent as names are read so each name can be clearly heard by family and friends. Seniors, you have set very high standards for Sabercats who follow you. You will forever be remembered for helping continue a proud Southmore tradition. You can now proudly say that you're a graduate of Southmore High School. Thank you.
Good evening. It is my honor to welcome you to the 2021 commencement ceremony of Southmore High School. We are here to celebrate the many achievements that our students have made throughout the past many years. For most of us, it probably seems like yesterday that we were holding our child's hand, guiding them into their pre-kindergarten or kindergarten classroom for the very first time. I am sure many of us remember the lump in our throats as we left them there that first year of school, and it's probably similar to the lump in our throats we feel now as we celebrate their last. Students, I have to say, rain or shine, wet or dry, you are a fabulous sight for sore eyes. Parents, I think you all would agree. Without a doubt, members of the class of 2021 are resilient and determined. They have proven that they not only overcome the challenges placed before them, but they help the younger classes overcome those same challenges as well. When I think of the class of 2021, I think of those who proudly, bravely, and eagerly carried the torch to shine the light for others, leading them through the unknown, inevitable challenges, and navigating to the path of victory. In the Olympics, the torch's flame is the most important symbol. It symbolizes life, a competitive spirit, and ultimately peace. It is carried in a relay of strong leaders to its final destination in the stadium. The torch carriers link the present, past, and future and transmit friendship along the way. That is exactly what you have done for all of our SaberCats. Throughout your 4 years of high school, essentially, you've experienced 1 year of normalcy. That would be your sophomore year. In your freshman year, you supported your teachers and your staff through a historic walkout to recognize the importance of education and their educational leaders. Your junior year, our world was introduced to a health pandemic and the year was abruptly altered. Your senior year, we returned to school on day one, navigated through our health crisis together, wearing masks, social distancing as best as possible, and other mitigation efforts. You have embraced each other in support through much-needed changes with social unrest. You have provided comfort and alternative possibilities through an economic crisis, and ultimately, you kept moving forward. Through it all, you carried the torch for each other and those classes behind you. You will forever be known as the class with extraordinary character and heart, leaving a legacy of triumph for our future SaberCats. We understand that you may have questions, some concerns about your next chapter. However, based on your proven track record, odds tell us that your future looks pretty bright. Chances are, some in here will save a life, possibly run for a political office, become a mental health professional, an author, a hero disguised as a teacher. Without a doubt in our minds, you have the ability to continue doing great things, and you can accomplish what you set your mind to achieve. Always believe in yourself, and when in doubt, remember that a bad day does not undo all of your greatness. The average person lives 27,375 days. You have plenty of amazing days left. Keep on going and make every one count. And lastly, as you go along your road of life, love your parents, take chances, make good choices, stand for something noble, even though it may be difficult, be a voice of fairness and respect for all human beings, be a genuine friend, and give something back. From the superintendent of schools, faculty and staff, your parents and friends, you are exceptional, you are loved, and we are beyond proud of each and every one of you. And remember, once a SaberCat, don't ever forget it. Members of the Board of Education, I present to you the 2021 graduating class of Southmore High School.
Neal Patel. Savannah Brewer. Daisy Borgia. Olivia Thompson. Emma Hayes. Brian Tran.
David Vu.
Jane Marie Kutahati. I said it wrong.
Caden Zaire.
Nathan Wynn.
Jordan Earn.
Dat Mai.
Jesse Tran.
Anna Pham.
Jaden Kiera Cooper.
Kevin Cow.
Calvin Le.
Janie Duong.
Bang Tran.
Larissa Trevino.
Hannah Wilkerson.
Logan McMains.
Mateo Paneros.
Lauren Hazlip.
Desi Johnson.
Kylie Strotman.
Mackenzie Shea.
Landon Robert Dover.
Daniel DeLeo.
Juliana Jones.
Abrielle Pham.
Tyler Durham.
Natalie Michelle Daniels.
Dean Min Win.
Jersey Hawkins.
Danielle Widdison.
Joel Nathaniel Woodland.
Callie Coleman.
V. Trin.
Megan Brewer.
Bryce Van Trial.
Joshua Yoder.
Eric Son.
Tyler Christopher Hurt.
Natalie Lopez.
Zachary Cade Sargent.
Cabry Riggs.
Kylie Baxter.
Brennan Wilson.
William Day.
Myra Cartmill.
Matthew Kletke.
Joel Haynes.
Nicholas McMurtry.
Elizabeth Kobianki.
Cassandra Marie Cavazos.
Eliana Cruz.
Lane Archer.
Allison Hager.
Xavier Yowzy.
Austin Wombold.
Alyssa Brianne Lawhead.
Kaylee Maxine Davis.
Wesley Peace.
Ryan Woods.
Gunnar Keegan.
Kayla Neely.
Kaylin Belding.
Javier Cruz Jr.,
Haley Riley.
Sarah Fast,
Kaya Tate.
Michaela Moore,
Jake Wright.
Zach Talley,
Jada Atkinson.
Mark Mosier,
Nevaeh Stoudemire.
Yehoda Nakate,
Lynn Hung.
Cheyenne Lennox Brixky,
Faith Taylor.
Bleak Ashbrook,
Joanna Torres.
Olivia Alexander,
Yidam Amisa.
Cam Little,
Andrew Gallant.
John T.,
Devin Wilhelm.
Alexis Higgins,
Sarah Byers.
Jason Min Lee Lam,
Tony Wynn.
Jordan Nicole Smith,
Ariana Ehlers.
Morgan Finks,
Lindsay Lynn Allen.
Kaya Jordan,
Jonathan Altizer.
Parker Allen,
Douglas Allen Applebaum.
Jacob Alvarado,
McKaylin Athey.
Nolan Beatty,
George Avila.
Abigail Belts,
Deshante Orane Baldwin.
Kiera Elizabeth Bowens,
Craig Baxter.
Bailey Bowles,
Ashlyn Bell.
Christopher Leif Bradshaw,
Denver Blatt.
Reagan Brandt,
Abigail E. Bolingmo.
Naya Brown,
Elena Larice Bryson.
Alexia Buffalo,
Sierra Bradley.
Jamarion Butler,
Ian Brockwell.
Jared Becker,
Isaac Brockwell.
Adam Cordell Becker. Wait just a second.
Austin Butler.
Tanner Andrew Callahan,
Taylor Elizabeth Carter.
Trinity Candelaria,
Teresa Angelina Guadalupe Carrion.
Parker Cardle.
Josiah Ryan Campbell.
Matthew Carpenter.
Misael Cedillos.
Brooks Carter.
Tavion Chapman.
Crystal Caskey.
Lauren Chitty.
Tyrus Chapman.
Audrey Clark.
Brianna Chavez.
Braden Clifton.
Janice Christian.
Jordan Cobb.
Nicholas Cochran.
Keelan Coffey.
Caitlin Cofield.
Camry Cole.
Brendan Combs.
Braden Copeland.
Julio Cesar Cordero Jr.
Hope Cox.
Kaylee Cox.
Malia Crawford.
Gabriella Cregnolini.
Nate Crow.
Brianne Oline Colwell.
Presley Davidson.
Zane Jackson Davis.
Raylene Bree Davis.
Chris Deaton.
Genevieve Sophia DiCarlo.
Hannah DeGand.
Ryan Joseph Denny.
Madison Durr.
Jay Diaz.
Kyle Dillinger.
Landon Domingo.
Olivante Durham.
Caden Donovan.
Thaleen Dodd.
Alana Draffin.
Alora Drake.
Sabrina Durley.
Corey Durham.
Holly Renee Elam.
Jesse Edwards.
Tiana Ray Elizondo.
Mariposa Desick Williams.
Kayla Fenwick.
Go ahead. Haley Elsie.
Jacob Fritz.
Jasmine Celestial Faulkner.
Laquillis Gaines Jr.
Yabsara Folsom.
Layla Edie Gargus.
Tanoa Foster.
Mac Garner.
Marcos Galan.
Russell Gerling.
Blaine Gamble.
Justin Glad.
Emma Garner.
Melissa Gutierrez Soria.
Jaron Gary.
Matt Hall.
Cielo Paiga Gomez.
Bryce Hance.
Garrett Grady.
Tyler Hargrove.
Jay Hagstrom.
Alexis Harper.
Mariko DeAndre Harden.
Ashanti Hartz.
Lily Grace Harris.
Anvin Hop.
Addie Hartman.
Madeline Hugel.
CJ Haskins II.
Tara Hedrick.
Alexis Hernandez.
Santos Hernandez.
Destiny Hilgendorf.
Tyler Higdon.
Darius Holmes.
Victoria Hinchy.
Corbin Hunkley.
Gallery Howerton.
Tiberius Hutchinson.
Reese Huerta.
Lance Ingram.
Jaden Jackson.
Tyler James.
Brooklyn Jameson.
Hunter Johnson.
Devin Johnson.
Ryan Johnson.
Mylan Johnson.
Toby Johnson.
Zoe Jones.
Daisy Jones.
Go, Joe. Ryan Scott Joy.
Maya Jones.
Cameron Colity.
Sunjin July.
Braden Kellum.
Richard Henry.
Brooke Kelly.
Kobe Keller.
Luke Kersey.
Josiah Colonel.
Damian Klein.
Charles Kerwin.
Laney LaGrange.
Nicholas Komlenovich.
Jordan Lana.
Benjamin Nanakofi Quada Jr.
Jackson Lehue.
Gage Lambert.
Victoria Jasmine Lindley.
Bailey Lavender.
Nathan Maupin.
Daniel Lindstrom.
Zachary Louderback.
Jacqueline Yvette Lopez.
Ethan Lloyd.
Ethan Love.
Sarah Dawn Malazri.
Sadie Kunzman. Hold on, Sadie.
Bryn Malone.
John Llewellyn.
Jake Douglas Manning.
Carly Malone.
Daniel Martinez.
Taylor Mann.
Kaylee Matthews.
Manuel March Banks.
Lauren Brindley McAllister.
Aiden Matherly.
Joshua McHenry.
Starlet Mayer.
Michaela McKinley.
Deja McClarity.
Garrett McMullen.
Sean McDaniel.
Roman Medina.
Ashlyn Nicole McGinnis.
Kayla Meisner.
Faith McLaughlin.
Adriana Mendoza.
Trey McReynolds.
Manuel Molina.
Mason Meek.
Landon Cole Moody.
Daniela Mendez Soria.
Christopher Morales.
Alexia Mendoza.
Jason Murillo.
Jackson Miller.
Destiny Navrate.
Parker Millette.
Bailey Nickerson.
Hunter Montoya.
Tyranny Novak.
Charity May Moore.
Hannah Owings.
Brooke Morris.
Megan Perry.
Peyton Music.
Adriana Lachelle Payne.
Anira Shantae Neal.
Anthony Pierce.
Caden Now.
Valerie Pence.
Catherine Wynn.
Christian Peters.
Joseph Offit.
Cheyenne Phillips.
Alejandro Paez.
Matthew Jaden Polanski.
Alex Palmer.
Shay Marie Portis.
Jay Parks.
Caitlin Sophia Ramirez.
Michael Brooke Pierce.
Joe Reiners.
Samantha Posanoski.
Jalen Riggs.
Blake Perkins.
Layla Ann Riley.
Heather Zeta Fawn.
Ariana Rivera Bichot.
McKenna Danielle Pitt.
Aaron Roberts.
Bryce Ponce.
Braden Joe Robertson.
Justin Reel.
Adriana Rodriguez.
Damian Romeo Reyes.
Cecily Rogers.
Graylin Richardson Wilson.
Geraldine Rojo.
Natalie Riley.
Excuse me. Eva Serene Rose.
Kelly Ring.
Zachariah Sandersfield.
Jordan Roberts.
Mason Sebrandt.
Dylan Robertson.
Maddie Shaw.
Tony Rodriguez.
Nate Shaw.
Fernando Rojas.
Shaylin Shoquist.
Freddie Ronquillo Alvarez.
Dominique Smith.
Jakira Takia Antamir Rones.
Joshua Smith.
Simon Rucker.
Chaz Smith.
Darian Sanchez.
Jada Smith.
Hope Donna Shaka.
Karen Soto Redamosa.
Erica Gabriella Shannon.
Blaine Sparks.
Zachary Shannon.
David Steiger.
Haley Shepard.
Grant Stewart.
Alyssa Schuler.
Nathan Stewart.
Nicholas Ian Smith.
Kyla Stiers.
Connor Smoot.
Braden Story.
Benjamin Lake Stats. Go ahead.
Zoe Stratton.
Caleb Wells.
Joe Stover.
Jarrell James.
Melissa Sullivan.
Damon Russell. Just hang on a second.
Taya Taylor.
Skylar Stevens. Skylar Stevens. Wait a second.
Vivian Taylor.
Jarnae Bliss Stevenson.
Aiden Thornton.
Grace Lynn Stillwell.
Dagan Tomlins.
Samaya Marie Stone.
Hui Tran.
Jordan Allen Stroud.
Irvin Uzzle.
Andrew Scott Taylor.
Brock Vasquez.
Logan Taylor.
Matthew Villa.
Connor Thompson.
Elizabeth Ann Viney.
Evan Tillotson.
Fung Vu.
Devin Torres.
Kylan Wallace.
Shake with the left. No. Right. Martin Tran.
Tao Wang.
Izzy Kenji Turner.
Thomas Washington.
Matthew Valencia.
Zach Wurtzberger.
Giovanna Velasco.
Tanner David Whiteley.
Daisy Villagomez Rodriguez.
Caden Wickersham.
Trinity Voss York.
Jacob Wiebe.
Chase Walker.
Haley Brianne Wilkerson.
Liberty Rain Wallace.
Paris Corinne Williams.
Tam Tran.
Brooklyn Wilson.
Alden Ward.
Hunter Wilson.
Cade White.
Rodney Wilson II.
Olivia Whitten.
Asha Jade Witt.
Aiden Whitworth.
And Tavion Woodard.
Josh Wiley. Tyler Williams. Trey Willigie. Christopher Wilson. Morgan Wixom. Stephen Woost.
Wait until they get over here. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Go.
He said go. SOS. You're right here, Olivia. No, it's half of them. Mr. Anna. Mr. Anna. Mr. Anna. The streamers, they're not in there.
Yeah, they
Streamers. Oh, never mind. Pause. Never mind.
Yeah, they are.
Yours?
Oh, I don't want to get my hair burned. Oh, good girl, don't make me cry about a dog. Oh, gosh.
As the 2021 graduating class of Southmore High School, our experiences over the last 4 years have changed our lives forever. Most of us sitting here tonight arrived at Southmore 4 years ago, individuals from different backgrounds. As our journey progressed from freshman year to our senior year, we are united as SaberCats, beginning with the class of 2009. Class of 2009, Southmore started a tradition and lit a flame that has been passed to every succeeding class. As the senior class of 2021, we hold high the torch that is passed down to us by the class of 2020. Every day, we left behind footprints that will be followed by all future graduating classes. The torch our senior class president, Neal Patel, is holding represents the knowledge, spirit, pride, and tradition used to unify all of us as a class. Now, as we go on to new chapters in our lives, we would like to present this torch to the next graduating class of Southmore High School, the class of 2022. As it is passed and repassed over the years, it may stand as a symbol of our new beginning and ever light the way for all who come to search for knowledge and wisdom. Thank you.
On behalf of the class of 2022 and all future graduating classes, we gratefully accept this torch and all that it represents. We promise to always keep the flame burning bright so that it will also light our path, and we pledge to continue to build on the tradition of excellence that you have set forth.
Graduating class of 2021, it's finally our time. This is it. My last official act as your class president. You may now change your tassels.
We did it, Neal. We did it, Savannah.
The graduates of 2021 would like to thank our distinguished guests, administrators, and teachers for your valuable role in our education and your part in tonight's ceremony. And now, 2021 graduates of Southmore High School, let us stand united one last time as we join in the singing of the alma mater.
Graduates of the class of 2021, please follow the directions of your row leaders and recess out the northeast gate. You are dismissed.